Good afternoon, I'm home and I'm going to the clubhouse. We have like 3 swimming pools. Let me show you. Oh, they put new furniture in here. That'll get stolen or destroyed. I don't know, they took the palm trees down, the big ones. People used to climb up on them and jump in. But anyways, yes, we've got 3 swimming pools. 2 swimming pools, 1 big one and 1 lap pool. They're actually clean, which is good. And then we have a clubhouse down here. We've got a gym up here where nobody's in it at 12:30 in the afternoon. And we have a little clubhouse over here. We have new management, so they renovated everything. So this is like a little study lounge. It's warm in here though. You can rent it out to have a little party. Okay. Bathrooms with no toilet paper. And we have a gym. So I'm going to run for an hour. And I have not used these treadmills in a while, so I just don't feel like driving all the way to the gym. So let's see. That one's got some gum on it. I swear, humans. I don't know. Maybe I'll use the one at the end. That's the one I usually use. One of these was in German the other day, so yeah, I got one other person working out. Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, let me go get my workout on. Good morning. It is Saturday, May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. It took them 5 years to put this sign up right by my apartment. My apartments are over there. And this says 3 feet minimum. And let me tell you, Houstonians do not care. They will still try to run you off the road. They'll still text while they drive. That guy's texting while he's driving. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so I'm on the full suspension, which is really bouncy. Because my new hardtail is still in my van and my Franken bike needs air in the tires and nothing opens till 10 today. So I'm gonna do my 25-mile bike ride. It is 8:45 a.m. and it is still getting really hot already. Like it's sticky and humid and I'm in my, layers, unfortunately. I'm nearing downtown and it looks like there's a party blocking the whole pathway. Looks fun. It's like a cool birthday party. All right. Okay. So, they just got off the school bus. Okay. So I guess there's something going on over here. Oh, it's a parade. Cinco de Mayo tomorrow. Maybe that's what it is because they were dressed up in traditional costumes. Who knows? We'll see. On this day. And there's firemen. We love firemen. I don't want to get run over. All right, we have a detour. The cyclist over there, he's going to climb over. Persistent as hell. It's like, got to get that Tour de France finish line. Okay, anyway. All right, so I guess the detour is down here. Bikes and people. So I'm going to try to do it. He literally is walking his bike until he falls into a sinkhole. All right, I'm about 2 miles from home. I'm popping by Trek to have them put some air in my tires and go buy another bike. No, I'm just kidding. I shouldn't. I almost do every time. Okay, yeah, let me go in there and get some air. Good afternoon. I'm home in Houston. And it's mucky weather. It's raining and flooding, and not flooding in my area because I live in town. And I live specifically here because in 2016, my entire house washed away in a flood pretty much. And so my daughter and I lost everything. And I lost all my travel photos and all my tear sheets and all my articles I used to write in the travel industry and all the books I wrote. So yeah, so that was devastating. Anyway, but I found all the negatives because I used to do film photography. So thankfully I have all the, some hydroplaning as well. I have all of the old original photos. I just have to find somewhere to get them developed. But anyway, so I am driving to the supermarket. I just spent the weekend with Harriet, so now she's off. She's gonna go back to school tomorrow. Busy week. So coming up, we have the 5th grade field trip where I will be chaperoning, which will basically consist of me driving the go-karts around the track the whole time. I'll be like, come on kids, follow me, let's do a lap. So yes, I'll be racing the kids, and I will be adamantly trying to win. I don't care if I'm up against 5th graders. It's like the, what was it, the moral compass thing that they used to have years ago called how many 5-year-olds can you take in a fight? And it's not like necessarily that you want to actually in real life fight 5-year-olds. It's just like questions like to test your moral compass to see, like, you know, what kind of like personality you are. But basically, yeah, it was just like how you can take on, out of 100 5-year-olds, you can take on 30 of them, which means that you know you're pretty mellow and chill, and you're not gonna like kick puppies and stuff. But anyway, so I don't care if it's me against 5th graders. I'm gonna get pretty competitive out there. So no, I'm just kidding. No, I'll be chaperoning. I'll probably be a race starter, or you know, handing out pizza or something, you know, the usual, you know, end up with food all over me at the end of the day. But it'll be fun. And then we've got that same week on Tuesday, so that's the 20th of May. Tuesday the 21st, I got jury duty. How fun. And my friends are like, oh, they found you. I'm like, how did they find me? Probably because I'm a model citizen. But anyway, so then I was looking at the paperwork, and it looks like I'm in a misdemeanor like jury trial. I thought I'd be in like, you know, federal crime of the century. I could write a book, I could be like sequestered and like on the news and interviewed and stuff like that. I could be juror number 6. No, I'm on like a small claims court jury. So thankfully my number is like Beetlejuice, where it's like 7,868,000. So I'm pretty much not going to be called for a jury that day. I just have to go sit there all day and do nothing. And I don't think you're allowed to have your phone, so I need to like bring a book or something. I don't know, study some Japanese. But yeah, I get to sit there all day. But yeah, if they don't call me, then apparently I don't have to go back the next day. I thought that, you know, you have to do jury duty for like a week. And since I've obviously never done jury duty, the only time I've ever been called for jury duty, I was still breastfeeding my daughter. And in California, that was a valid reason. Your boobs were a valid reason to be disqualified from jury duty. So that was fantastic. So anyway, that said, I am trying to park my vehicle now. I always try to park near the cart corral. Where am I going? Oh, it's gonna rain, so let me just turn around. But yes, so I'm at the local Kroger 5 minutes from my house. I just got home on Thursday, and I still haven't gotten a chance to properly go get groceries, so I'm gonna do that right now on the rainiest day of the year. I can just find a way to park. Anyway, so yeah, so that's Tuesday. The 21st will be jury duty. So that'll be fun. And I'm like, you know, if it's like a dog off a leash, this is where it's my moment to shine. If it's a dog off a leash, I'm going to stand up there and be like, I am going to be the foreman of this jury, even if I'm not. And that pet owner is guilty. Lock her up. So, no, I don't know. I'm hopefully not get called, because on the 22nd is Harriet's 5th grade promotion. So her graduation. So obviously I want to go to that. So I don't want to be stuck in downtown, you know, traffic ticket court. So I'm gonna, you know, I don't know how do you get out of jury duty? You start twitching or something. No, I'll be honest, obviously. I mean, I'm not going to like skirt the system, you know, but I'll just be like, look, I'm literally completely biased against both parties. So, or I could just say, look, I'm not even from this country. That's not even a valid one, because I keep telling people I'm actually American, which I am. So yeah, I can't feign the Britishness anymore. I can just have my fake accent, which isn't fake. It's just how you sound when you grow up as a child in another country and then move here as a somewhat child. So yeah, so then on Friday the 24th, we have school sports day in the morning, and which I'm also chaperoning, where I will also be highly competitive. So like the beanbag toss, hold the balloon between your legs and sit down on the chair, the 5-legged race, like I will be like, look, kids, I'm gonna win. And they're like, ma'am, you're not even competing. I'm like, I don't care. It's a sports day and I want to be a kid again. Anyway, so, all right, it's raining again. I'm sick of this rain, because it's not dry rain. It's not functional rain. It's just like the rain in Houston is like, it will just, you can't do anything. You can't drive, you can't function. The electricity goes out. We had lightning earlier. It's just like, you're literally, it's apocalyptic. But I need groceries, and I left my umbrella at my house. Took my umbrella out of the car this morning into my house. So anyway,
So that's my week. So yeah, so I'm just gonna kind of be home for a little bit, try to figure stuff out. I need to fix what is the current shit show of some personal stuff. So I have to go downtown tomorrow and sort that stuff out. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, so hopefully that can be cleared up in the next couple weeks. And yeah, so then I'm just gonna like lay low for a bit. Probably get the van. I gotta get the transmission flushed. It's about $250. I need to get that done this coming week. Drop the van off for a day and just chill out in the Nissan dealer. They can pretty much just they have the Nissan is a CVT. It's a closed valve transmission, so you can't go to like Jiffy Lube and get them to like change the transmission fluid. You have to go to a Nissan dealer apparently. So it's the only thing that you can't just go universally to something somewhere else. So I need to get that done. And then the next thing I need to do is figure out about the rear hub, although the parking brake is not a major player. I don't really need the parking brake right now. I would like to get the rear hub fixed. I am getting that kind of grinding noise, so I think I'll have them look at what's rubbing on the front plates, and hopefully they can replace, you know, whatever it is, the rotor, and I don't know, whatever is breast plates or something, whatever is whatever's going on down there. And then that's it. And then next weekend I'm just kind of chilling. So I don't think I'm really going to go anywhere or do anything. Just kind of ice skate all day and just work on my website and finish off the videos and get my business plans done and all that good stuff, and be stuck in rain. It is raining. So let me go in and get groceries, and I'll see you guys later.
All right, I'm heading to Phoenicia, so I'm gonna go down and get some lunch and then some provisions for the house, and then I'm gonna head over to Trader Joe's. But I've filmed this before. I did a whole episode on foreign supermarkets in Houston, so you can go back and see like all the different options we have. And this one's good. I used to work like across the street from here, so you see her every day for lunch. But they used to have like pita bread coming out of the ceiling. They used to have like really good shawarma, and they have a little Market Street restaurant that has good pizza and like music in the evenings. I think they have gelato. So yeah, so I'm just gonna go get some groceries and get something to eat. I'm very hungry. Yeah, it took me a couple hours to get my, it's a very angry door. Took me a couple hours to get my stuff done, but it's all done, so we're all good. And we can just move up and onward. So yeah, let me get a shopping cart. All right, I'm gonna go to the Market Bar and get some gelato and maybe something like a, I don't know, lemonade or something. Yes, let me go over here. It is right over here. Do they have anything? Okay, cool. All right, so I got my gelato. They didn't really have that many good flavors, so I got Rocky Road and cookies and cream. And here's my lemonade because I'm 4 years old, and then I'm just like watching people day drinking. So there's a lot of day drinkers at this bar. Anyway, so yeah, there's a stage over there too. Yeah, for live music, there's a live music lineup on the wall, and then there's sports or something. Basketball, Larry Bird. Yeah. Anyway, all right, let me eat my gelato and then get out of here. I'm on my 25-mile bike ride this morning, and you can see here, all of this is from the bayou. That's the bayou right there. It's a petri dish of bubonic plague and a CDC nightmare. I think it's worse than like, I don't know, the River Ganges or something. It's pretty potent. But people fish in there, and they fish for like the three-eyed fish and stuff. Anyway, it's disgusting, but it runs all the way through downtown. And when we have hurricanes, it floods. So when it rained the other day, it actually crested over all of this. So now they're down there, the crews are down there, basically sandblasting all of the mud off, because this will just get more and more. It doesn't have anywhere to go. And then when it rains again, it doesn't wash away. It just kind of like encrusts and stuff. So luckily I'm on the full suspension mountain bike again until I can go get my hardtail. I need to get out to my van today or tomorrow at the latest to go clean out the dehumidifier, and then go get my other bike and some other stuff, my laundry and things like that. So yeah, I've just been kind of like sleeping a lot since I've been home. I'm just tired. I'm just trying to catch up on rest and get my videos done. But now I need to get cracking on starting to sell a bunch of stuff I don't need and start house cleaning, spring cleaning. But yeah, so let me continue on. I've got about 45 minutes left of my ride. So this is the top of the ride in the heights, and there's downtown somewhere over there. It's kind of cloudy today. But yeah, and then I go and ride all the way through the fancy neighborhood back home. Okay, let's go up and onward. And in other news, now that I'm in the fancy neighborhood, on my way back about 2 miles from my apartment. My favorite tree is sprouting. Oh, my favorite tree. Eventually the leaves will go all the way to the ground. It'll just be like, you know, like messy hair day. So anyway, so happy. I was so worried after the big freeze in January or February. They chopped all the tree down and then it's come back. So super happy. My favorite tree. It reminds me of one I knew near my house in England growing up. So I have a relationship with this tree that goes back at least 40 years. Anyway, okay, cool. All right, so home stretch, and then I got to run back downtown and do some more errands. I've got a Zoom call today as well. And then, yeah, just a bunch of stuff to do at home. So easy, gloomy, rainy day. It's not even raining, but yeah, it's like so humid though. Oh, I'm getting used to it. Usually a couple days home and I'm already, you know, back to enduring the humidity. But when you're gone in like, you know, Utah for months or Arizona where it's a dry heat, and then you come back here, it like punches you in the face and then it kicks you in the kneecap. And you're just like, motherfucker. It is so humid and sticky. And it's just like my contacts will like fuzz up and my hair gets frizzy and I can't breathe and everything, you know, it's just like sweaty and you have to walk sideways like a crab to your car. It's disgusting. And everyone's like, oh, it's good for the skin. I'm like, well, okay, if it keeps me looking young, you know, also sun protection, but you know, that too. Okay. All right. Well, thank you, tree. I will see you later. All right, there's my car. I'm at H-E-B, which is H.E. Butts was the guy that started the supermarket. I don't normally shop at H-E-B very often, but it's next to the Kroger, but they have some really good like prepared meals and like ready meals that you just put in the oven for like 40 minutes. And then they got really good tortillas and really good fresh juice, some better like fresh fruits and vegetables. So I am going to go get some groceries and then head home. So it's 5 o'clock. It is sticky and humid. I'm done with downtown. I had to go downtown for a little bit, but I'm done with that. I'm walking in with my laptop bag because I'm not leaving it in the car. And there we go. So let me get a shopping cart. I need a smaller shopping cart. And they got flowers and all this stuff. So yeah, so that's it. Oh, the air conditioning feels good. Okay. I'm not very botanical. Good morning, almost afternoon, almost lunchtime. I am heading to lunch with my friend to a restaurant called Boss Cat, which is in Highland Village, near the Galleria in Houston, like a fancy area. And it's been around for a couple years. I think it opened 2016, 2015 maybe. Yeah, I remember when I first went there when it first opened, but it's like a whiskey bar, like a tasting room, but you know, like you can go, I don't drink, so like, I mean, I can sip whiskey for like a little bit, but generally don't really like it. But they have some really good libations, they call it, like some food, lunch and stuff. So I'm gonna go eat lunch with my friend, and then I'm gonna go about an hour north up to Harriet's appointment, and then I have to go out to the van, and I'm all like dressed up normally, like, you know, like normal human outfit, like, you know, hey, I was in the wilderness for a year and a half. Yeah, it's funny that like it's very unnoticeable when I'm home that I was, you know, hiking in the middle of nowhere, and you got this like overly tattooed homeless guy throwing his hat around trying to get money. He's doing a whole routine with his baseball cap. He's doing it again, throwing it up again. Now behind the back, through the legs, in his teeth. He's got 3 teeth. Okay, cool. Sorry, I don't have any cash on me. Sorry, it's 2024. Nobody takes cash. Everything, you just tap your credit card on the counter until it takes your money from somewhere. Anyway, so I'm gonna go eat lunch quickly, and that'll be fun. Then I have to go an hour north to Harriet's school, and then out another hour or so out to the van. I was gonna do it tomorrow, so I need to go get the van tomorrow anyway and go take it to get the transmission flushed. So I'm gonna do that definitely tomorrow. But I need to go clean out the dehumidifier because it's been a week. So, and it's been rainy and humid. So I probably should go out there and do that. And then probably go over to Asian Town, which is like kind of like the Japanese China. It's like not Chinatown, it's like Japanese town out in Katy. And they've got a Japanese bookstore where Harriet's manga books that she likes. So I'm going to go pick up a few more of those and just kind of make my way back home. So yeah, it's going to be a long driving day today, which is funny because you can drive 100 miles in Houston and you're still in Houston. It's like, why am I still in Houston? I have not left the vicinity of the city yet. But yeah, they superimpose the map. I've done this before where they superimpose it on top of other cities, and it's literally bigger than the whole of Greater London. So I grew up in Watford, which is just outside of Greater London, and it's at the end of the one of the
tube lines, you know, so we're connected to the tube. And if you go to the Harry Potter London, it's actually in Watford, which is an hour from London, even though it's only like, in Houston it's 20 minutes away, but in England it's, you know, it's an hour from central London, so the same distance. But yeah, if you superimpose the map of Houston over London, the Willowbrook Mall here in Houston on the 1960, FM 1960, is pretty much equivalent to Watford. So same kind of sketchy area. But anyway, so yeah, so people go, I'm gonna go to Harry Potter London. I'm like, you realize it's a mile from my childhood home. And it used to be, I think, the Rolls-Royce factory or the aerodrome. We used to have an airport, and then they closed it down. Then they closed down my high school and turned that into the Warner Brothers studios. So my high school closed down a few years after I moved to America. And I think my year was one of the last years that, if I had stayed in England, my year would have been one of the last years that graduated, I guess. We don't really have graduation. We have a leavers evening. You just leave school in England. But yeah, well, my friends left school when they were 16, and I still had another year of school in America because of the way that school was. So anyway, so yeah, so I, what was it? Who's calling me? Don't call me. Trying to talk to you people. Like, people are calling me right now. Stop calling me. Anyway, so yeah, so it's just funny that people are like, when my friends go to Harry Potter London, I'm like, oh, there's my house. I would tell them, I'm like, go visit my house. It's around the corner. And I went back years ago. I didn't go in it. I mean, I have friends that work there, but the person I was traveling with was like all about, oh, I'm gonna go to Harry Potter World. I'm like, you go do that. I'm gonna go get groceries and go see my friend. So anyway, all right, well, yeah, let me go to lunch here. And yeah, it's weird being home. Everyone's like calling me all the time, like, let's hang out, let's go. I'm like, I just want to crawl into a cave. I want to go hang out in my van. I think what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna do something where I'm gonna try to stealth camp for a few days in Houston each night, and see if I can like show you some of the places in Houston where you could like park overnight. I don't know, although it's like 90 degrees, so I don't think I want to stay in the van at all until at least October. So anyway, okay, cool. All right, well, it's very bright, so let me go eat lunch, and I will see you when I'm late, doing whatever I am doing later. Blah blah blah. Cannot speak. I don't know where this restaurant is, but there's a funny story about all these like fancy high-end apartments over here versus the condos that are across the street here. But I'll tell you that story when I'm driving up to the Woodlands later. So let me get to this restaurant. Yeah, this is all new. All this stuff here, this is all like new, fancy, high-end. The River Oaks district. So we're in River Oaks, which is like our Beverly Hills. And this is where I rode my bike this morning. Yeah, I did a 25-mile bike ride this morning in addition to work out my appetite. So, okay, so I think it's over here. And yeah, let me get out of rush hour lunch traffic. Everyone's like, I've got 25 minutes to eat. I am so glad that I don't work in an office. You have no idea. I'm so glad I'm not a corporate person anymore. I don't think I ever could, where it's like you got your boss breathing down your throat because, oh, you took 26 minutes for lunch. I'm like, I'm literally going to starve to death and I'm going to be hangry, and you do not want a hangry employee. So. Alright, me again. So I'm done with lunch. It was really good. I didn't take any photos or video because I was just stuffing my face. So yeah, so we got a charcuterie board that had like meats and cheeses and things, and then this like little like cast iron sauteed portion of pork belly that was called pig candy. It was really good, actually. It was delicious. And then we ordered some Asian tuna lettuce wraps that were good as well. And then my friend's apartment was right across the street, and he's like, do you want to help me like hang a television? So I go over there, I'm doing like manual labor after lunch. I was like, okay, I'm literally like, he had no idea how to use power tools. I'm like, I have a resume for power tools. I build a van. So yeah, so we're trying to figure out how to like do the stud finder and like how to find the holes to put the, you know, the TV up there. So we mounted a television. So I'm like, I don't even watch television. I don't think I've turned my TV on at home in quite a while. Actually, I think the Fire Stick broke. But anyway, so yeah, so I did that. Now I'm driving, so I have to go to my appointments. Now I'm driving up to the Woodlands, which is North Houston, past my old neighborhood where I used to live before my house washed away in a flood. So anyway, and after this, I'm going to take the toll road, the 99 toll road, all the way out to Katy. I should do this tomorrow when I go get the van, but I'll do it today. I do need to get the dehumidifier out. I need to pick up a few more things out of the van and take them home today that I couldn't get out last week because it was raining, and I didn't get a chance for some reason to get out to the van in the last like 5 days. And then of course I'm way overdressed to be grabbing things in and out of my van, so I've got my flip-flops down there so I can take my heels off. Anyway, but yeah, so that was good. It was good lunch. So yeah, my friend does like race car stuff, and I was like, yes, more friends that have toys. I would like to go race car driving. That sounds fun. So motorcycles, I'm kind of off motorcycles because of what happened to Jeff, but yeah, little race cars, go-karts, mountain bikes, all of that stuff. So we're just trying to figure out like, how can I just play all day and just do all these activities? So yeah, it's good. It's good to meet up with friends when I haven't been home for ages. But anyway, yeah, I get like an array of free lunches when I'm home, so I eat pretty well. And then of course, I'm forced to help move furniture and put TVs up. So, I pay my dues. I earn my free lunch. It's nothing free in this world. Freedom isn't free, and neither is pig candy. So actually, the pork belly was really good. I'm not really a fan of like toro, which is, it's so funny. I only know like the fish in terms of Japanese names, but toro is the like the tuna pork belly. No, not tuna. So you can't have tuna pork. It's a tuna belly, the fatty tuna, and it's really fatty, and I don't like it. But pork belly, I do like. So it's just a different consistency. Anyway, that said, okay, so let me keep going. It's 93 degrees right now. It is too hot for me. In all capacities, it is too hot. But yeah, this appointment, it's 4:30, so I get there about 3:20, so I'll get there pretty early. I don't think I have to run any more errands. I do need to get gas, so I'll do that. But yeah, so going up through suburb traffic, not fun. Not fun. I do not miss living up in the suburbs. When I had to commute every day, it took an hour to get from my house up here all the way to downtown to go work in a cubicle, 8 hours a day, and then drive, 2 hours of driving a day, plus an extra hour dropping off and picking up Harriet from preschool. I have a little bit of time before Harriet's appointment, and I'm in BFE North Houston. I'm gonna go check out this Adventure Begins comic book store and see if there's something I can get her for the appointment. So I always like to get her a treat or something cool that we can play with or talk about. So yeah, it's just this comic book store here. This is a really cool store. So they've got an anime section. So I'm gonna get her Before-y. It's about a video gamer who is a badass. So they have 7 books in the series here. So some of the other series I wanted, they didn't have book 1, so I didn't want to start her on book 2. This one, Napping Princess, was also a good one, but they only have 2 books for that. So yeah, let me get her these 4. And then yeah, they've got a Beatles book as well, and then some other stuff in the back. And then they got games. They've got meetups here, and they've got board games as well. So this is awesome. Totally geek out on this stuff. All right, so yeah, let me get these ones. I'm stopping off at Buc-ee's. I used a restroom, and they've got about 600 restrooms, 480 gas pumps, and each restroom has about 72 rolls of toilet paper. So it's, convenient. So anyway, all right, you can also get cornholio. And they have just about any snack or soda that you could possibly want, but they don't have a cappuccino machine. So anyway, and they have artwork if you want to, be patriotic. Never seen them being made before. And what's funny is you can even have a Buc-ee's birthday party. That's too funny. All right, anyway, okay, so I got a drink because I need something to settle my belly. I don't know, I think I ate too much at lunch. But anyway, so yeah, let me go. I'm glad you're here. That's funny. All right, let me go get some snacks and then head on out to the storage unit. Oh, you can get bathing suits too. How funny. They have the best snacks. So they've got these, well, I don't like almonds. Every time I eat almonds, I feel like I need to drink like a gallon of milk. It just dries my mouth out. But they've got the Better Than a Bagel cashews instead of everything bagel. They've got milk chocolate cashews, which is my favorite, which is I got 2 bags of those. They've got whole roasted salted cashews, and then they have a really good trail mix,
like peanut butter and chocolate and peanuts. I think it's down here. Oh, they used to have it. It was really good. Like, it was one of the only kind of trail mix things that I actually like. And then they've got milk chocolate peanuts, milk chocolate espresso beans, dark chocolate espresso beans. So it's not this one, because the one I like doesn't have raisins. I think raisins are like rabbit droppings. So then they've got pecans or pecans. And then over here they should have, well, they don't have it. That's the classic. They don't have the chocolate one that I used to like. Boo, Buc-ee's. What is this, Trader Joe's, where you're just canceling things that I like to eat? So yeah, so I don't see it. What the hell? Where is it? Anyway, you got honey butter as well, jalapeno, candied jalapenos, okra, a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, I don't think they have my trail mix. Well, boo to you, Buc-ee's. Okay, they do have it. It's a peanut butter blast trail mix. They also have sweet and savory, which is pretty good, but this is the one that I'm gonna get. And by the way, it's only $2.99 for this entire bag. All right, I've stopped for a minute, and this is the toolkit that they have on the bike trail. So that's the University of Houston downtown. There's more of it over there. I used to work for the University of Houston proper, which is on the other side of town. This one's a downtown location right by the freeway. But look, there's my sticker. It still survived after 5 days, so there you go. And I was wondering, for the last week, it's been overcast, which I was like, oh yay, it's like cooled down and overcast. And literally the sky has been this way for the last 5-6 days, which is very weird for Houston. Usually every 5 minutes we get 4 different seasons. And then I read the news, which I never do, but I read the news and it said there was a bunch of fires in Mexico that's actually causing all of this haze. So I'm riding and I'm wearing like a mask, you know. So not like a COVID mask, right? I wear a balaclava to cover my entire body, like from the sun, to protect my skin. So I was wondering, I was like, why is it so hard to breathe? And then I realized it's because we're just getting all this smoke coming in from Mexico, apparently. So when I was in North Dakota, all the fires that were coming in from Canada were going all the way down even to Denver. And I remember flying into Denver, we had to get rerouted because there was just so much turbulence and bad air quality and a whole bunch of other stuff. So we got rerouted, there's a video on it too, rerouted to Albuquerque for a night. And then where I started my trip last year, the big finish the country trip. But anyway, so yeah, so I was just like, why is the air so like shitty? And that's why. So yeah, it's just like really hazy all of a sudden this whole week. So at least, you know, I can still ride, but all the butterflies are out. That's cute. But I'm getting bitten like crazy by mosquitoes, which is the other indication that I need to get back into ice skating for the summer if I'm home. And you can see the quality of air is just like really bad. There's a couple people cycling. It's a Friday. So I have to go back when I'm home. I have to go back, take a shower, run a few errands. I've got a call at 1, and then I'm going out tonight with some friends to the museum for dinner, to the Menil. So that'll be fun. I go there a lot actually. It's free, but yeah, the Menil is kind of like it's contemporary art, and they have some really good special exhibits as well, and they have a really, really good bistro. It is 6:20 and I'm going to dinner with a friend of mine, and it's very bright outside. It's 95 degrees, Houston. Stop it. We need somewhere cold. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just casual and in heels, which I wear pretty much every day when I'm home if I'm not like, you know, just hanging out at my house. But I did bring my flip-flops with me, so I know that I will be changing my shoes at some point. But yeah, so, and I also wore the quiet heels because I think we're going to the museum. I think there is a late night exhibit. So we're gonna eat dinner and then go see this exhibit or something. I don't know, who knows? But my friends are like, be social. And I'm like, no, I want to stay home and plan my next camping trip. But anyway, so I should be social, you know, just like proof of life. Like I wasn't like mauled by a bear in the wilderness, you know, because my friends won't check up on me. It's not like
you know, it's like 127 hours where the guy got stuck with his arm in a rock. Like, nobody thought to like call and see where he was, you know, for like 4 days. So I learned my lesson from that movie. I was like, I always tell people where I am, like specific people that will actually come find me if I'm in the wilderness. So, but when I'm home in Houston, mostly people just, you know, whatever, wait for my call. So anyway, so yeah, so I'm gonna go eat dinner somewhere. I'm actually kind of hungry. I've been running around. I rode 25 miles this morning on my bike and had a bunch of errands to run. Had to go to Office Depot and accidentally hit like 25 copies of something I only needed like 2 copies of. So I had to sit there for 20 minutes waiting for this thing to print. So anyway, but yeah, then I had to go to the post office and then get groceries, and now I am going out to be social. So yay me for humanity. So anyway, I don't think, you know, my social circle will really, you know, crumble if I'm not there. You know, it's good to be that kind of member of the social circle. Like, it's okay. Like, if I don't show up, the group can keep going. I think they're fine without me because I don't drink. I'm like, well, actually I'm mostly the designated driver before Uber, and now that Uber's around, people just get in an Uber. But yeah, so back then I was always the one that like, where are you at, Jenny? Like, can you show up soon so we know how much we can drink? And I'm like, okay, let me get gas because I've got to drive 7 of you home in Los Angeles. So I was back in my LA days, marketing days, where it was a lot of parties and stuff, you know, on the client's dime. I think that's why I never drank, because it was just, I was always around it, and I just was like, you guys have to show up tomorrow for the group project at work. So I'm not going to drink because I'm not going to be that person that doesn't do the group project, and then I end up doing the whole group project because I'm the only not hungover and sober person at work the next day. Anyway, blah blah blah. So, all right, well, let me go to this event. It's bright and sunny outside. It's 7 o'clock at night, and it is now 93, so it cooled down 2 degrees from leaving my apartment to coming here, like half a mile down the road. So okay, the Menil is good. If you ever come to Houston, check out the Menil. There's also the Rothko Chapel, which I hate Rothko, but they also have 2 other buildings where they've got like sketches and some other like weird art that I guess it's like they make bazillion dollars putting a single dot in the middle of a white piece of paper. So seriously, I picked the wrong career. It's like, you know, I should have done one where I can get paid like a bazillion dollars for, you know, just my was it the article of authenticity or something? It's like, well, you know, it was by me, so therefore it's worth something, even if it's just a Cheerio stuck on a piece of paper. And my daughter brought that home one time. I'm like, you literally sent home a Cheerio stuck to a piece of paper. Like, I guess it's art when you're 2 years old. Okay, this is funny. So we've been to 2 restaurants. The Menil closed at 7, so we spent 3 minutes walking around the Menil art gallery for like half a minute. And then we went to the bistro, but they had a private event. So they were like, are you know, do you have reservations? We're like, no, we're not special and we're not important. So the answer would be no, we don't have a reservation. So then we went to this place called Handy's Dozo, which is a high-end Japanese hand roll restaurant, which is really, really good. They got 2 locations. The one location we picked had maximum reservations and all. It's just counter service, but it is really good. It's one of those sushi places where when I leave, I'm not leaving hungry, which is a rarity. Usually I'll go for sushi unless it's all you can eat sushi, but usually like the fancy sushi places, I'm still hungry afterwards. So now we're going to the 3rd place called State of Grace, and I hope that one's good. So so that one is it's like a fine American fare. So the restaurant industry in Houston is kind of interesting. They have food from every single country on the planet, pretty much, authentic from people that are from those countries. But what's funny is they're all full. So apparently no one in Houston cooks dinner on a Friday night. So yeah, I told my friend, I was like, this is like a scavenger hunt where we never actually find anything. So anyway, it's fun, it's good, this is an experience. You know, it's all about the journey, not the destination, although at some point I think if this continues for 2 more hours we're going to starve to death. So we'll end up at Del Taco or El Pollo Loco or something. But anyway, so yeah, so let me keep going to the next restaurant. So hopefully there'll be something, and then that's it. So that's all I do on a Friday night, is run around looking for food. So it is 8:30 p.m. I don't think we're going to see anything down here. We have too much light pollution or something. I don't know how the science works with the aurora borealis, but yeah, I don't know. People in Houston saw it, but I think they just filtered it on their phone to make it look more extravagant than it actually was.
My car is down there somewhere. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if we'll see anything. I'll come back out in a couple hours.